the Carolina Weather Group. It's Monday, 4 o'clock. We're looking at the latest HRRR, the High Rapid Refresh model, that is showing you the rain that is going to be swamping the Carolinas on and off as we go through the next few days. Matter of fact, this model run only takes us out through Wednesday. We'll have a little bit more rain continuing after that, but this kind of really conveys for you here the intensity and the prolonged nature of the rain that's going to be coming through the Carolinas this week, bringing flash flooding risk to both North Carolina and South Carolina. So let's go over to the National Weather Service's Weather Prediction Center. And you can see day one, that is today on this Monday, we have a slight risk, at least a 15% chance of seeing excessive rainfall over the I-77 corridor in North Carolina. That would include the Triad and the Charlotte area, also up to the foothills and the mountains and those higher elevations that'll have to deal not only with excessive rain, but the consequences of that, which could be mudslides and flooding. This also extends along the I-85 corridor in upstate South Carolina. Much of the rest of the Carolinas on this Monday in a marginal risk for excessive flooding. As we advance into day two, this is for Tuesday, it's much of the same. Everyone in the Carolinas here on Tuesday has at least some risk of seeing excessive rainfall. We'll show you those projections for just how much rainfall we're going to see as we continue from Tuesday into Wednesday. That slight risk then extends across almost all of the Carolinas, at least a 15% chance of seeing excessive rainfall. So how much rain do we think we're going to see? And well, within the next 7 days, you can see all of those bright reds and oranges on the map here, covering almost all of the Carolinas. And we'll slide back over here on the left to show you the key. So once we start getting into the purples, those are about 2 inches. Orange and red about 3-4 inches, and as we start pushing our way through the orange, we're talking about almost 7 inches of rain in some places. So let me scroll back out to the east. You can see here we are going to be looking at estimated total rainfall accumulation by week's end ranging from 4 to 8 inches across much of the Carolinas. So with that does come the risk not only of heavy rain, which could make travel difficult, but also flash flooding. So if you live along a creek, a stream, a low-lying area, or even in those western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina areas where you might be prone to mudslides, that is something we're going to have to keep a close eye on throughout the week because of the prolonged heavy nature of this rain, which is going to be falling for several days, and the ground is going to have to try to compensate for all of that. So watch for it in the real time, and then we got to watch for it to run off through the rivers through next weekend before it is fully flushed out of the Carolinas. Stay subscribed to the Carolina Weather Group. We'll continue to track this risk throughout the week, as well as tracking the tropics. Tropical Depression 3 is now formed, and we're continuing to monitor the Pulp Road fire in Brunswick County as well. For now, I'm James Brierton. Thanks for joining me for this update from the Carolina Weather Group.